It's not every day that Singapore's prime minister is urged to take sides in the global power struggle, but that's exactly what happened this week in Beijing. Chinese President Xi Jinping met with Singapore Prime Minister Lawrence Wong at the Great Hall of the People and made a very direct appeal. Align with China, push back against global hegemony, and help build a multipolar world. Yes, it was framed as friendship, but the undertones? Strong, strategic, and unmistakably political. This was Lawrence Wong's first official trip to China since becoming prime minister in 2024, and it marked the 35th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the two nations. Xi didn't just congratulate Wong, he praised the long-standing stability and mutual respect that have shaped China-Singapore ties for decades. Projects like the Suzhou Industrial Park were highlighted as shining examples of collaboration that not only boosted both economies, but also became regional success stories. But beyond the nice words, Xi's message was clear. He called on Singapore to support what he termed China's core interests. That usually refers to sensitive issues like Taiwan, the South China Sea, and domestic governance. He stressed the importance of deepening political trust and working closely in cutting-edge areas like artificial intelligence, the digital economy, and green development. And of course, he invited Singapore to play a larger role in China's Belt and Road Initiative, a global infrastructure plan that's often seen as China's answer to Western influence. Xi's bigger message was about the world order. He said peace, cooperation, and mutual benefit are the trend of the times, but warned against going back to hegemonism or the law of the jungle. In other words, don't support countries trying to dominate the world through force or pressure, a not-so-subtle swipe at the United States and its allies. So how did Lawrence Wong respond? He struck a careful but respectful tone. Wong affirmed Singapore's One China policy and stated clearly that Singapore opposes Taiwan independence. That's a strong show of support for Beijing. But Wong also emphasized the importance of a rules-based international system, the kind that helps small nations like Singapore survive and thrive. He spoke about expanding cooperation in digital tech, new energy, and AI. He also highlighted the need for more people-to-people exchanges, saying that strong public goodwill is key to lasting friendship. And perhaps most importantly, Wong said Singapore is ready to work more closely with China on regional and global platforms to defend multilateralism. In other words, let's work together, but let's also keep the playing field fair. Wong's visit continues in Tianjin, where he's attending the World Economic Forum's summer Davos meeting. He's expected to speak on how countries can stay resilient and innovative amid global uncertainty, a topic that's more relevant than ever. This meeting raises a big question for all Singaporeans. Is our country shifting closer to China under Lawrence Wong's leadership, or is this just smart diplomacy during uncertain times? And with rising tension between the West and China, how long can Singapore walk the tightrope? If you find this interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, 2230.